Hi everybody, I'm here to do a Jeffree Star general tarot reading. Yes! Alrighty, then I did one last year around this time, and of course everything I predicted definitely came on point, especially when I named James Charles on that Dramageddon bullshit way before that shit happened, right? Right. So that happened. I do feel as well, I did not say it, I don't believe I said it in that video, but I do feel that his mom or a strong female woman is having a lot of medical issues, and I hope that she didn't pass, or hope they're not passing. And I also got that things were not going well in his relationship with Nate. So we'll see what's going on there. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards. I'm a huge Jeffree Star fan now. I love his product as he is as a person. I don't know him that well as a person. And I do think that he does a lot of good things. But I don't think he always makes the best decision-making choices. I'm sure, but then again, I don't know him personally. So, but then again, I make shitty choices too. So, because we human. So let's go ahead and see what is going on for our Uncle Jeffree, as Karina Kaboom would say. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling cards. Let's see, a general collective reading for Jeffree. So we got, whoa, right away is the Five of Cups. Fucking A. So for Jeffree Star, for 2020. Okay. So we got the Nine of Swords reverse. We got the Six of Swords reverse. We got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, those are way too many cards that fell. And we're freaking out all over the place. So let me go ahead and pick them up. Okay. Let's see what more cards are coming over. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups reverse. We've got the Five of Swords. Fuck, okay. Okay. We got the Justice card reverse. We got the Ace of Wands reverse. We got the Page of Cups. And we got the the Six of Pentacles reverse. Alrighty then, and the bottom of the motherfucking deck, the overall vibe I have, it is the Three of Pentacles here. So the overall vibe I have, it is the Three of Pentacles, which is the bottom of the deck. So the good news is that there's a lot of collaborations that he's going to be happening here. The overall theme is that he's going to be focusing on his business. He's going to be maybe diving more in on his other businesses, whether if it's killer merch, whether if it's, makeup line, his music, maybe he's going back to making music, going on tour. This is going to be about collaborating with older and younger artists and making money, making some coins. This is going to be something that's very quick, very quick. Just jumping, let's just rush right into it. It's just more of putting the blinders on of you know what? I can't control the shit that's happening on my life. So I'm just going to put on my blinders and I'm just going to go ahead and dive into my work, because my work is the only thing that's going to save me. My work is the only thing that's going to save me. Okay. So, let me take this in for a moment. Now, we've got we got three fives, excuse me. We got 3 5s here. So this is going to be about fulfillment. And, okay, I'll dive a little bit more into that. When there's usually more, okay. So when there's 3 5s here, this is going to be about your well-being, some competitiveness that you're going to be dealing with as well, which is also collaborations. So this is, I feel like he's like trying to push something on the market first. It feels like trying to like rush to the finish line. That's what it feels like. Excuse me, I am dealing with a cold. So, 1, 2, 3, okay. We got 2 6s, nice. So this is gonna be about decisions. We also got 2 aces, so this is gonna be about new beginnings, also changes at work. Okay, let's focus on work. That's right, Jeffree, you get going. So let me go ahead and start diving in here. So the very first 5, this flew out immediately, was the 5 of Cups. This is full on grieving. This is just sorrow, loss. And it's understandable. Jeffree Star has been dealing with a lot of death. He dealt with both of his dogs. You know, his mom's health isn't doing 100. Things are not 100% with things with Nate. You know, it is just losing friendships. It's just a lot of sorrow. Also, within this time frame, one of Jeffree Star's fans passed away. Oh, very horrible what happened to them. You know, and he did contribute money to help pay for the services, pay for the funeral costs, which is very nice of him. This is just grieving because nobody wants to start off the new year this way. And immediately it starts off with just crippling, just collapsing on the bathroom floor, like sobbing, like almost like crying to the point of puking, like I've been there. Now the 9 of Swords reversed, this became a fucking reality. This is reality here. This is no longer lying. You can't tuck it away. You are faced with this. And you're having a hard time letting go. This is going to be a very hard time letting go. I do feel like because with the heart here, this is somebody he honestly really loved and cared about. I'm getting a strong feeling it's Nate, but I'm also getting a strong feeling it's also a death of someone. So I don't know if it's his mother or like a really good friend. You know, maybe there was some sort of terminal illness or something happened to them something very unexpected that happened, like a car accident or something. It was this seems like it happens it seems like it unravels or happens very quickly. And just like that, and now having just a hard time letting go of it. So it's like, it feels like it's a lot of sorrow. So there's a lot of sorrow within the first, I want to say 3 to 4 months. Well, the first 1 to 6 months is going to be a lot of grieving, a lot of crying. This is my nightmare. Like, I keep on hearing that. Like, this is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. Fucking Gemini here. Just going to point that out. And it's like, if I could turn back time, not the Cher song, but that is a good song. I wish I could go back and tell the old me to stop. I mean, he's trying to move on, but it's just like, it's like constantly reliving it. Constantly reliving it in his mind. Like it's playing in a loop. He feels like I feel so betrayed. I can't trust you again. This makes very defensive, putting up the walls even more. Second 5 here. This is full on paranoia. This is full on paranoia from grieving. I mean, this is full on, this is still grieving mode. Now, Jeffree Star could be hitting some sort of financial things at the moment. Selling a lot of items. This could be for, this is potential lawsuit that I'm seeing. There's maybe with James Charles. Or another person pertaining to YouTube. Somebody may be filing a lawsuit and he may be losing that lawsuit. This could be maybe some sort of like court settlement with Nate about getting items like certain these items are gifts. Like I feel like there's going to be some sort of dispute, some sort of claim, whether if it's him or Nate. About like those items that you gave me were gifts, and Jeffree's going to try to say no, and it's going to go to court and he's going to lose, or there's going to be some sort of slander. Somebody's going to maybe break some sort of confidentiality clause. It's like I'm seeing somebody just very sad. Like I'm hearing like I'm slumming it. Like I'm hearing I'm slumming it. Even though he's not fucking slumming it. He feels like he's slumming it. And I feel like some people like Shane is going to give it like, really? Like give him like a reality check. Like, really? I do see a lot of sorrow here. He's having a hard time letting go. It feels like the house is so empty. Just feels like so alone. Feels like ostracized. Like I feel like I'm ostracized. Left out in the cold. Like this, it feels like if something happened with him and Nate, like Nate may jump from one relationship to another very quickly. That may possibly happen. The Ace of Cups here, there's no love. So this is the first ace. There's no love here. This is full on, the relationship is broken up. There's no love. Woe is me. Pity party. I hate myself. This is full on depression. It actually really concerns me with all these cards really laid out. It kind of concerns me that Jeffree might get into a very depressed mode where he may consider suicide. I'm not saying that he would, and I don't want anybody to do that. Because I've been there, and it's not a fun place. So it's like a hole in your soul. It's like Jewel says, it's a, there's a hole in my heart and it's in the shape of you. Now, here's what happens. Here's just like what I call is kind of like the aftermath. So like the first, from January to June, this is what's going to be happening here. But of course, focusing on work. It's all about putting on your blinders, focusing on work. So this is what's going to kind of happen or unfold because of it. So the Five of Swords, reverse. So this is the third five that we have here. And so let me go ahead, since I have now all the fives all lined up. Now I can go in a little bit more with you. So when there's fives are about fulfillments, right? So fives are all about fulfillments. And when there's three of them up here, This is about your well-being and about, like, maybe you're feeling insecure, you may be feeling like competitive. There may be some challenges along the way. Now for Jeffree, he may be dealing with maybe being knocked off where somebody else has a better product. Somebody else comes out with something before him and gets more notoriety. This may be for, like, because of this, Jeffree may be off his game, you know, where it's not, you know, the best in sales or, you know, the best products that may come out. And it's just because of the mind frame that he's currently in. He's not, when you're at your lowest, and believe me, like, I've been there before, when it's a lot of things where I've dealt with death, and dealing with a breakup and dealing with a shitty job. You know, I've been there. This is realizing, like, losing a battle. This is feeling injustice here. It feels like you've been bamboozled. This feels like Jeffree Star has been bamboozled. I don't know why I keep it like you feel like. It's really Jeffree. Jeffree's going to feel very betrayed because I'm telling you, there's two people walking out of this situation. Two people walking out of this situation. He's going to feel betrayed. He feels like there's a lot of bad luck. This is bad karma. This is going to be something that was dug up from the past. I feel like it's going to be like some sort of tweets, some sort of encounter that he had with more than one person that will collaborate. He's going to feel like this is like what goes around comes around is what I heard. This is going to be like a bad legal battle. Like somebody played a bad game of telephone. This could be a lawsuit with James Charles that does not go well in his favor. Or with Nate. Or it could be somebody else involving YouTube. Now the second ace here. Oh, the one thing I wanted to say, excuse me, before I go back to the ace. The one thing I wanted to point out with the 3 5s, when there's 3 missing, the one, when there's 3 there and the one that's missing, that's the thing that needs to fill your void. So we have the cups, we have the swords, and we have the pentacles. So we're looking for the wands. So the fire, the passion, the drive. I feel like Jeffree should be trying to fight this battle, but I feel like he doesn't have a battle to fight. Excuse me. Or Jeffree's trying to start a fight that really a battle should not be fought in here. And it should be just let sleeping dogs lie. Excuse me. I told you I was fighting a cold. Now the second ace here. This is going to be changes at work. Things do not go well at work. There's no creative drive. He feels like there's no passion. He doesn't even enjoy it. It feels like he doesn't even enjoy his job. Not that he's going to quit his job, but he doesn't feel like he's enjoying his job. Like he feels bored. I feel like for Jeffree, some of the lessons that he's going to learn, because the overall vibe is about collaboration. And this is about collaboration. And these are issues and grieving because of collaborations or 3 people involved, threesomes, things of that nature. Now, what Jeffree is going to be learning towards the end of the year is that eventually there will be new love that's coming his way. I feel like Jeffree feels like he's stuck in a rut with makeup, so he's going to start going back into making music and start touring. I think he's going to do maybe a small tour, maybe to 7 to 10, maybe 15, 20 venues that are going to be maybe starting off in the US and maybe international, who knows? I think this is going to be, he feels like there's no passion, no drive in his life, so he's going to start going back into his roots. Maybe Jeffree just starts going back to doing tutorials. And I think that sometimes going back to the basics is good. When you're trying to figure out, like, I know when a few years back, kind of going through, I don't know what you call it, like a midlife crisis or whatever, or identity crisis, I guess. And like the best way to do is like you're trying to figure out who you are, your identity. Go back to your roots. Start where you come from. Go back home. Go to your old stomping grounds. Kind of figure who you are, like who you were. And you start to remember like who you presently are and who you became, you know? So I think that there's going to be some sort of passion here. Jeffree, I feel like it's going to start adopting some pets, some animals. He's going to bring in new love in his life. Part of the getting the self-love, he's going to get the undivided love and attention that he needs. He's going to be getting that from his pets. Because pets give the best kind of love, you know. They love you. And he's going to be accepting that. Jeffree's also going to realize he's going to be more defensive and realizing that he's tired of people using him. I think what's going to happen possibly is that the same people that were his yes men may eventually turn his back on him when a scandal happens that is not in his favor. Jeffree's going to realize that he does not need to buy people's love or affection for validation. I think that Jeffree Star has this insecurity, and I think we all have it to some sort of degree. I know I see it in myself at times, where you feel like you need to buy expensive gifts or a lot of gifts or drop a lot of money. Like whether to wine or dine them or take them out to have fun, buying them gifts, because you think I can buy people's love and affection. Maybe that's what you grew up. Maybe you saw your parents, you know, buying a whole bunch of things, you know, for each other, and you thought that's what love is, you know, and you take a bunch of objects and stuff and you put high value on it because that's what you were raised, you know. Or you could, you know, for Jeffree, it's like growing up with nothing, and then now you have all this stuff, you know, new money, whatever, you know, and you're just buying a bunch of stuff. I think Jeffree is going to start realizing is that you don't need all these things for love and affection. He doesn't need to buy people, and he's going to realize that he's going to find out who people really love him, and he's not going to be bribing people anymore. He's not going to be giving anymore. It's not going to be as giving anymore. Buying gifts for people. I think he's going to be very weary. And the next time when Jeffree does fall in love, he's not going to spend so much money on them. He's gonna want the other person to wine and dine him, to treat them. Okay. So before I go, I want to actually pull just a couple of cards. Just use 2 more decks. I'm going to pull some Oracle decks first, Jeffree. And I'm going to pull one more. Perfect for him. Okay. So, Jeffree, here are your Oracle. So, you've got synchronicity. Now, your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Then we got explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. And tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulge much needed self-care. Okay. And now, Jeffree, I'm going to go ahead and give you one more reading, which is going to be, it is the Bucket Oracle deck. Okay. Alrighty then. So here are your messages, Jeffree. Okay. Fucking deception. Pay attention. Now, maybe it's because they're mean and stupid. So you will earn more fucking money. Stop focusing on the damn shit. Go have a bowel movement. The problem will solve itself. Okay. So, alrighty then. So hopefully, I'm sure this reading is going to resonate. It's only a matter of time. It really is. It's only a matter of time. So make sure you hit the like button and the notification button. And if you like a book or personal reading, in the description box below is a link to my Instagram channel. You can check out my pricing and you can DM me directly to book a reading. And please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification button if you found this whole thing amusing, which I know you will. Thank you, and I will see you soon.